Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, Winston. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. Winston. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. Throwing, Winston. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Now a run with Montgomery. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Montgomery. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Winston into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Kevin King with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. And even 40 yards. Jameis to throw it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the 2nd try.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Bears 14, Steelers nothing.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in coverage. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send it backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
David Montgomery with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Bears 21, Steelers nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted. For the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. McSorley from the shotgun. This ball caught by his tight end Wilson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's McSorley to throw. Flushed out right. And finding the tight end Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
McSorley.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
His own 49.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. And Wilson has it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now McSorley. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Bears 21, Steelers 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Flush to his right. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Winston. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Check 26, check 26. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check 99.
A 2nd down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
And that is the wise play.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
58, right over there, Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Another try after the first down sack. McSorley trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
McSorley's pass intercepted by the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. Winston going deep this time for Miller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football, while the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people. They certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd down.
From the gun, Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. McSorley sets to pass. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Eric Ebron. On the big tight end is intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
It'll be McSorley again, flushed out right. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. From the gun, a give to counter. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Bears 30-yard line.
2nd and 16.
Throwing is McSorley. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30, 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Eluding the pressure right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10.
We got three, fellas, we got three. Mike, 55.
Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back.
The turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On second down, Winston again. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Montgomery on the counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Going up top for Miller. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Flushed out right. This ball caught by his tight end, Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action now with McSorley. Ebron caught left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Counter. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Bears 28, Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Ready. White 25. White. Come on,
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
This complete to Henry over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Today's final score, Bears.
Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
Hey, he's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. He talked about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.